Live. What's up, guys? Hey, I have to ask you a question. Are you someone that doesn't believe in themselves? Have a little voice inside of your head that's just telling you you can't do it? Or that your dreams are dumb? Yeah, I want to quit my lawyer job and move to Egypt and make and sell specialty fine colognes, but I'm just not capable of doing it. Or, maybe yeah, sure, I want to marry a rich cryptocurrency trader and set a new Guinness Book of World Records for having the most babies, but I just don't think my loins are capable of doing it. Well, you know what? To that little voice, this is what I have to say, okay? Just because your dreams are idiotic, that doesn't mean that you shouldn't believe in them. And that's what we're going to be talking about on today's Mindless Motivation. So let's get this thing going. What's up, everybody? Welcome to Mindless Motivation, the most inspirational, motivational, transformational moment of your day, your week, maybe even your entire year. I'm so excited to have you guys. Thank me for being here. You're welcome. My name is Nate Katanis. I'm a thought leader, life coach, motivational speaker, guru to all the gurus, influencer to the influencers, thought leader to the thought leaders. And hey, this is Mindless Motivation. This is your moment on a Monday to get you jived, juiced, or whatever day it is. Maybe you're watching this on a Tuesday. Maybe your Tuesday is a Monday. Maybe your Thursday is the new Monday. For me, every day is a Monday because it's a new opportunity, an exciting moment. What's up, everybody? Witness, how you doing? So good to see you, my friend. So glad you're here. Guys, let me know if you're here in the comments. Checking in on my friends here. We got literally hundreds of thousands of millions of the Motivation Nation joining us today, and they're just coming in from all nooks and crannies of the world to get inspired, to get transformed. And you know what? Today we're talking about your dreams. What's one of your dreams? I want to know what your dreams are in the comments. I want to know what something is that you've been dreaming of doing, but you've just never gotten around to it for whatever reason, or something's been holding you back. Throw that in the comments. This is a safe space, okay? It's just me and you, right? And then the hundreds and thousands of other people that are watching as well. But I want to know what they are, because what happens sometimes when we have a dream, we have something that we want to achieve. We have these little things in our heads, in our brains, in our minds called limiting beliefs that get us in the way of our dreams. It's a series of obstacle courses and obstacles and walls and barriers that get in the way of us achieving our dreams. And we have to identify what those things are so that we can overcome those and achieve our dreams. And also we have to know what our dreams are in the first place. What's a dream of yours? Which says, good day, sunshine. I want to go to Oulu and compete in the world stage. Wit. You know what? Very appropriate for today because, guys, today we're talking to a very special guest that is a national air guitar champion. And some of you may have probably watched this over the weekend or on Friday. The U.S. National Air Guitar Championships aired live on ESPN, and a national air guitar champion. Yes, air guitar is a thing. People compete in this competition all around the country, all around the world. And this last Friday was the U.S. National Air Guitar Championship, and we dubbed a national champion. His name's Flying Finn, and he's going to be my guest today. And that's very exciting because if you think about it, we're talking about achieving our dreams. We're talking about believing in ourselves. And there's no better person to be talking to today than a person who had to believe in themselves, had to believe in their air guitar in order to become a national champion. And that's who we're going to be talking to today. Finn, Flying Finn. Absolutely, Whit. You're right on. So super excited for that. Before we talk to our guest, before we bring him out, and I talked to him earlier this week, before we play that interview, I want to talk about overcoming your limiting beliefs and what that means. All right, as a thought leader, as a life coach, as a motivational speaker, I help people do that. I help you overcome your limiting belief. So the first thing you have to do is you have to identify what the belief is in the first place, right? I'm not good enough. I don't identify as a successful person. Money doesn't grow on trees, right? Saying those things, those are beliefs that you have in your head. And to people who say that money doesn't grow on trees, not with an attitude like that, it doesn't, okay? Not with an attitude like that. So first thing is identify the belief. What's that voice saying inside of your head that's keeping you from moving forward in your dream? Okay, the second thing is give it a good spanking that it will never forget. All right? Imagine it's this limiting belief is a child, and he or she or they accidentally got into your massage oils and just started chugging them. Right? That's bad. That's not a good thing, right? Well, that baby needs to be spanked and then put to bed early without dinner, okay? So and by the way, reminder, this is a metaphor, okay? So don't take this literally. This is just a metaphor about identifying limiting beliefs and then treating them in a way that gets rid of them, okay? So we need to do the same thing with our limiting beliefs. We need to put them to bed is the whole point. So we got to identify those babies, put those babies to bed, and get on with our dreams. So that's what I want you guys to think about today as you're thinking about your dreams and overcoming those. Luke says massage oils. Yes, absolutely. Don't let your babies chug. Guys, this is also a public service announcement for everybody that's watching who has kids. Don't let your babies chug your massage oils. I don't know if that's healthy or not, but I assume they're not. I'm assuming that they're made for small doses. So just something for you guys to consider. I'm super pumped for our guest today, who is the current national air guitar champion, talking about overcoming limiting beliefs. This guy has overcome limiting beliefs like crazy. I want to just pull up something here real quick because this guy is... You just need to know what air guitar is. If you're not an air guitarist or you haven't played air guitar before, it might help you to...
Dark horse competitor. This guy's been competing in air guitar as long as I have. In fact, our very first competition was together in Chicago.
So I'm showing you guys a little clip of Flying Finn as he plays air guitar. This is from the World Air Guitar Championship. This is air guitar. Okay, that's a little teaser for what air guitar is all about. And that was Flying Finn. That was on the world stage a couple years ago, but he just recently won the Nationals. And I'm super excited to have this man on the show to talk about believing in yourself, to talk about what does it take to be a champion, to talk about overcoming those limiting beliefs and following your dreams, because that's what the show's all about. And without further ado, I would like to bring on Andrew Flying Finn, the national champion of air guitar.
We've got another dark horse competitor. This guy's been competing in air guitar as long as I have. In fact, our very first competition was together in Chicago. Now he's here in Finland. Ladies and gentlemen, please.
Psych out. Here we go. Flying Finn right now. Let's do it. Today's Mindless Motivation guest is none other than the current 2021 U.S. Air Guitar National Champion, Flying Finn. Flying Finn, welcome to the show. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Doing pretty good. I got to ask, how did you get the name Flying Finn? I'm assuming it's a Christian name and your parents are very religious.
My actual in real life last name is Finn, and in the world of air guitar, the world championships are located in Finland, and the trophy for winning the world championships is called the Flying Finn, and it's a guitar that if I were to win it, I would never be able to play it. So my name is the equivalent of like a hockey player. going out and changing his name to Stanley Cup, just to
Mm.
kind of give himself a competitive advantage over everyone else.
Wow. Well, it certainly seems to have helped you very recently since you were the national champion. And, you know, people need to know that air guitar is a thing. There are regional competitions all over the country, right? If you win one of those regionals, you go to the national competition. If you win the nationals, which you did, then you go to
Right.
the world competition, like you said, in Oulu, Finland. My question to you is, why would anybody want to do this?
I mean, the bigger question is, why would somebody not want to do it? I mean, it's a blast. You get up on stage, you do not have to have musical ability, and you get to entertain a crowd with nothing. And that's kind of the amazing thing, is that you create something, you create energy, you create all of this feeling out of nothing. And that's the best. So why would you not want to do it? It's the greatest feeling in the world.
It certainly seems like a very efficient way to deliver entertainment, very little investment in terms of the instrumentation.
Logistically, I mean, I don't have to check a guitar. I don't have to ever have a van full of sound equipment. I show up and go.
I understand that you've played air guitar since, is it 2006? Was that your first competition?
It is 2006. I've been doing this for a long time. My air guitar career could drive right now.
And you just won the nationals.
Yep.
So there's a lot of losing before that, right? I was going to say most of us would have given up. But you kept going even though you've lost so many times. So what is it like to be such a loser?
The truth of the matter is that there's really only one way to lose at air guitar. I mean, we might only have one champion of the night, but the loser is the one who quits during the middle of the show to leave and not support the rest of the community. That's the only loser that's there. As long as you enjoy the ride, it's a fun show. You can still win and have a great time. It's the easiest way to look at it to help you keep going. Also, I'm incredibly stubborn. No matter how much I lose, I keep going because I'm not gonna let that stop me from having a great time.
An interesting concept to have a competition that's based off of fun and not just simply winning.
Right. I mean, the entire concept of winning, though, you have to look at it slightly different. In the case of an air guitar competition, winning is having a great show, having hundreds of people come out entertained, and it's the ability to sell merchandise.
You definitely caught me at selling merchandise, all about that money. So I love that there is a fiscal opportunity here as well. I'm assuming as the champion, you've probably raked in millions, if not billions of merchandising dollars.
Roughly. It might be a little bit lower than that, but we're still waiting for some of the checks to clear.
Did you ever hear a voice in your head that said, you know, along the way, along this journey, along from 2006 to 2021, have you ever heard a voice in your head that said, I'm not good enough, I'll never be a champion? How did you overcome that?
2008 through 2010, like first half of 2011, I was really getting to the point. Those were my dark years. Those were the years that I was chasing championships. I was chasing the judges' scoring. I ended up kind of trying to pander a little too much to get those scores in order to win. In 2011, I mean, I hit my lowest point where I was like, I'm done. This is going to be my last show. I'm out of here. And one of the reasons was because we had a judge who had judged me three times in that 1 year, and either once or twice previously. And that judge just did not like what I was bringing to the table. And so
what kind of measures did you take to get rid of the judge, so to speak?
What I did was I ended up somehow getting better over the years when I stopped caring about making that judge happy. And all of a sudden that judge ended up liking me. And so when that happened, I was like, oh, okay, this judge isn't so bad. I'm not going to quit. We're all good. If you stop caring about the scores and just go out and try to have a good time and entertain the people, that's when things fall into place.
I think it's all about having fun, all about enjoying yourself, and it's all about rubbing it in everybody else's faces. As an air guitarist, you have to believe, right? You are the ultimate believer. You're not holding a real guitar, right? You can't see it, you can't feel it, you can't hear it, but you have to believe in it. How does one do that?
The best way to believe in that guitar is it's to give it some weight. It's to give it its own personality. It's to give it its own attitude. And so that every time you pick up that guitar, you're holding something. It's a thing that exists. It has its own space. And I like to just let my air guitar go sometimes, and I just cruise with it, let that thing do what it does. We've been together for 16 years.
Do you have a name for your air guitar?
It has a name, but I can't share that. Otherwise, people could take control of it, and I'm not going to allow that to happen.
What would you say to somebody who's watching this right now, who doesn't believe in themselves, who maybe doesn't believe in their own dreams, and yet they get to hear from you, a national champion who's followed their dreams through thick and thin? What wisdom would you impart?
Well, number one is if you don't believe in yourself, no one else will. Just like the air guitar. If I don't believe in my air guitar, the audience isn't going to believe in it. So believe in yourself first and foremost. If you're having trouble with that part, fake it. Tell everyone that you believe in yourself. Eventually you'll end up believing in yourself just because you've told enough people, and that's probably the easiest way to go. Fake it till you make it, right?
Fake it till you make it, or fake it until you're naked. Just like the emperor has no clothes. That guy was definitely faking it, and everybody believed in it. Pretend to be something that you're not. Whatever it takes to trick your brain into actually doing that thing. It's fantastic. Give it up for Andrew Flying Finn, the current national, the new national 2021 U.S. Air Guitar Champion. He just won this past Friday. Congrats out to you, my friend, for showing us how to be a champion and to have that mindset, to believe in yourself. And of course, too, when you don't believe in yourself, just fake it, just act like you do, because that helps somehow, right? Guys, this was one of the best interviews, the best opportunities to interview anyone I've ever had in my life. I'm so grateful for Flying Finn to be on the show. And of course, he's grateful for me, because just talking to me is amazing for him, I'm sure. And I'm sure that this has been amazing for you guys as well. I want to wrap this baby up with a little quote here, a new quote. I'm going to put this in. We get a new quote every show. Believe in yourself, even if you're a dumb idiot, okay? It doesn't matter what your dream is. It doesn't matter how silly it is, how big, how small, how dumb. Believe in yourself. Just like Flying Finn did. All right, guys, that's it for Mindless Motivation. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Whit. Thank you to the hundreds and thousands of millions of people that are watching this right now. I hope you're feeling inspired. I hope you're feeling motivated. Let's go on and let's take on the day, baby. All right.